We just got in this weekend from being gone all week. We're so thankful to our friends, Brett and Lacey from BLK Farms, who came and watered everything and made sure everything was good. It was a tricky week to leave because this has been the first week that we really haven't had rain or anything, so we were dependent on our drip irrigation system. And we really weren't sure how much to leave the drip irrigation on or off, and it was hard to gauge not being here physically present. But we were really thankful to our friends for keeping an eye on everything and feeding and watering our chicks and just checking everything and making sure everything stayed alive. So I am certain we're gonna see a lot of weeds. We're gonna see a lot of, you know, overgrown things in the garden. But I can't wait to see what it looks like after we've been gone a week. My beautiful double daylily is blooming and doing great. And over here, our anniversary hydrangea is still doing great. I do need to up pot this into an actual pot. And if you caught our last garden tour, this little herb bed was just taking off, but look how fantastic it's doing. Look at this basil. Ah, it's so beautiful. Mint and rosemary down there. I love this bed. And y'all, I left my green stalks. They were babies, they were fledglings, just getting off the ground, and look at them now. Over here, we've got peppers on top. And look, we already have some peppers growing. These whole first two rows are peppers. Look how healthy these pepper plants are, nice and thick. These are amazing. These green stalks, I wasn't sure how some of the bigger plants like these peppers would do, but look how thick and sturdy. Really, really nice plants. And we had talked about last time, I wasn't sure how the baby Bubba okra would do. It is doing beautifully. It is nice and sturdy. Look, it's about to put out some flowers. This is great. I don't know how much taller it's gonna get in here, but I bet it produces tons. Then down here in the lower parts, there are these little, I have these little mini squashes. And as you can see, these are already starting to put off buds, and pretty soon they're gonna be producing. And down here on the bottom, I've got Cocozelle, and they're doing great too. It's amazing how fast this has really come and shot up. And then this one over here is all bush beans, and each tier on this one is a different bush bean, and as you can see, it is filled out incredibly well. And I'm starting to get little buds on it. See the little buds? So pretty soon we're gonna have little bush beans all over this. Y'all, if you need a space-saving garden, or even if you don't, like we have a big full garden, but these green stalks, I'm in love. I would have an army of like 50 of them. I was telling my husband this morning, can we just have a whole garden of green stalks? And he's like, yeah, but where would you put your corn? And I said, oh no, not instead of my garden, in addition to my garden. So I would love to have like a bajillion of these. I do have an affiliate link I'll put in the description below. So if you want a $10 coupon, you can click that link and it'll give you a $10 coupon. And there's certain times of year where that $10 coupon can get added on top of their sales, and it really makes it affordable. These things are amazing. All right, I'm not really sure what we're gonna find after a week in the garden, but let's go. I've got my harvest basket ready. We might find a couple things to harvest. So we're gonna start down here on our squash and melon end. This is the side that I noticed the most growth just initially. Let's check it out. Look at all of these plants. Now this back row here are sunflowers all the way down, but then up here on this side, if you'll remember, we've got melons. And look, look at all of these little melons that are all over the place. Look at all these little melons. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so rewarding Look at this little guy right here. So many, and so many flowers everywhere. So it's not going to be long till we're swimming in melons. Let's look. Lots and lots of things coming up. Sunflowers that are a nice size. These sunflowers have multiple heads per stem. That means that they are branching sunflowers, and what the benefit to branching sunflowers is once we cut a stem off, it's going to keep growing, it's going to keep producing. Some of the sunflower varieties that Michaela has in here are just one and done, like the Pro Cut varieties, but these down at the end, a lot of them are branching sunflowers, which means they're going to continue to give her a harvest, which is going to be fantastic. And look over here. This one she's been particularly excited about. It's called a strawberry lemonade sunflower. Look how pretty it is. And this also is a branching type, if you'll notice. All of the different buds down here. So this isn't a one and done. She gets to make bouquets with this all season, hopefully, or at least for a few weeks while it's in its prime. So pretty. And talk about growing well. Look at the winter squash patch everywhere. It's amazing. Some of these are pumpkins, some of them are just winter squash. I've got no idea. Again, like I said last time, Michaela planted these, so who knows what's where. This, to me, looks like an acorn squash. Look how pretty. And I'm not sure what these are, but there's a bunch of them all together right here. And looky here. We've got one in here. Lots and lots of production. And like I said, it's gonna need some weeding, but look at that corn. This is our glass gem corn. It's coming up rather nicely. And over here are our dahlias. So a lot of these dahlias have blooms on them already, or have buds on them already. They're gonna be making beautiful blooms all season. I cannot wait to see what some of these look like. Michaela has some beautiful zinnias to be able to pick for the farmer's market this week. I wasn't sure what we would have blooming when we got back. It's always hard to know and to gauge, but those are gonna be lovely. This is exciting. Y'all, look. I don't know if you can see behind me. This is one of my noodle beans, and it's shot up and all the way on the other side. Like in the course of a week, these have shot up like 6 feet tall. How cool is that? Pretty soon this trellis is gonna be covered in these. They're gonna be shooting off beans. And look, if you can see down here, we already have some beans on these. Looky here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick some of these. And look, here's the other noodle bean coming all the way up the side, almost the tippy top of the trellis. Look at this beautiful bloom here. Oh, some more. Michaela will be so excited about these guys. These are Cupid mix zinnias, little bitty beautiful zinnias all over the place. Just ready for her Tuesday bouquets. This right here, evil incarnate as a weed, that is poison ivy. I had an awful, unfortunate encounter with poison ivy before we left, and I didn't realize it until we were in the car on the way, driving 11 hours. And by the time we got to the beach where we went, my whole face was swollen shut and I couldn't open my eye. Thankfully, I have never been so thankful for urgent cares in all my life because just a couple of shots, steroid shot, a Benadryl shot, and some medication, and I was back to mostly myself the rest of the week. But oh, it was miserable, and I have got to find a way to make sure this stuff stays out of the garden. Look, Michaela, what do you have there? Aren't they pretty? Yeah, they're gorgeous.
And they're pink.
And they're pink. Oh, those are gonna make pretty bouquets tomorrow, aren't they?
Tomorrow we gotta get ready for the farmer's market.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
That is a Chinese noodle bean.
Whoa. It's big.
It's really tall, isn't it?
Yeah.
You wanna go show them your flowers over here? Yeah, those are rattlesnake beans, bush beans. Or rattlesnake pole beans. Oh, your narwhal zinnias. These are from Charleston Farmhouse. She got a set of their breeding program zinnias.
This one used to be, well, it had a different little bud right down here. And it used to be that tiny. And it was yellow. And then it turned pink later on.
Look
and
at
it
this
died.
one. That's
yeah, this
beautiful.
one's really pretty. It's like purple in the middle.
We have a few that are coming up. Ooh, that one's gonna be pretty too. These are my rattlesnake pole beans, and they're starting to take root. Look at this ginormous Cosmo. I can't wait to see how pretty that one turns out. And they've got blooms on them, and I think give this 2 weeks and these arches are gonna be just covered. Let's see. We've got some. These are, I wanna say these were provider beans that I filled in with the contenders. Well, actually, this probably was just my hodgepodge mix. I have a mix of green beans, leftover green beans, since these are different shapes. That's what those were. And I have some coming. We can have some green beans tonight. Taylor's making Lance fried pork chops for Father's Day, so we can have green beans with our fried pork chops. This is the point in the season where every time we come out, we're gonna be harvesting handfuls of green beans, which I love. My little farm hand's helping me pick stuff. Oh, looky, these little baby miniature bell peppers are ready. Oh, yeah. Oh, how pretty.
One little bell pepper in each of your tacos.
And I think we've got some edamame coming. Do you see any down there?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Okay, why don't you pick some edamame for us?
Some very green beans.
Those will be yum.
There's one tiny one there I'm gonna let grow.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Not that big.
This is the week. This is the week we've been looking forward to. Getting our little first bucket of produce.
And these are tomatoes we went ahead and picked because their plants were dying, so they'll age over time and get red.
Little spoon tomatoes. Here's some here. All right, what you got over there?
These are black and common grapes. We don't know when to harvest them.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think we could try this one.
Okay, why don't you try that one?
I'm not gonna eat it.
We might.
I mean, right now.
Oh, not right now.
Not while I'm at my side, but I'll pick it out.
We've got some cosmos and eggplants.
It's budding over here.
Yeah, there's a zinnia budding. And these are the runner beans, and they're starting to run up the pole.
Yeah.
All right, your ground cherries are next. Do you have any ripe ground cherries right there? Oh, show us what they look like. How do these work? Come stand up here.
So they're green. You have to wait till they turn yellow. And then you peel open this part and there's a yellow little tomatillo inside.
Why don't you eat it? They are so sweet and delicious, aren't they?
Yeah, I usually don't like tomatoes, but these are actually really good.
They don't ever make it inside. Because we eat them all. These are Aunt Molly's. We do have lots of beans. These are our contender beans down here.
I don't know what those are. Oh, more beans. What? That's so many beans. Beans, and beans.
And if you look over here, we've got some teeny tiny little spoon tomatoes and some more Brad's Atomic grapes over this way. Here are sweet peppers. Look, we've got some. These are gonna be banana peppers. They are banana peppers. These, I'm not sure what these are. We'll have to look this up, but these are fun little guys.
I think those red ones are ready.
Yep. We'll have some sweet peppers.
I think tonight we're gonna...
Yep, okay, so there's some grilling peppers over there. That Lisa pepper,
They stay green?
that Lisa pepper on the front is ready to pick, MJ. No, one on the front side. No, the one on the front side.
This?
Yeah, go ahead and pick that one.
So...
That one's gonna be delicious and sweet.
They have to be green?
It'll turn red, but we'll taste it green. They taste a little bit different, just at the different stages.
Oh.
And there's a couple of bell peppers down here that are ready. Some of the green bell peppers you can pick. Sure. Look at that. Pretty, pretty.
Maybe this one?
Why don't you leave that one on? Look, there's some down on this one in the end.
Hard. This one?
No, leave that one. There's one more big one on that one that you got your hand on. Do you see any more? Maybe not. Oh yeah, there's... There it is. All right. Oh man, those are so delicious. Are you gonna help me cook all that tonight?
Yeah.
All right, MJ, what you got there?
So these are my grow along sunflowers.
Oh, from our Flower Hill Farm grow along. They're coming soon.
Then we're probably gonna have to replant these, but these are my snapdragons.
And Benari's giant zinnias, yeah.
Right over here is my little tomato, and he's not doing very well.
Oh, he's doing good though. He'll bounce back.
He's doing better.
He's a pink tomato. We had to have him in our pink flower bed. And then some more zinnias.
So these are my zinnias, and I want to show you how to save seeds from them. And it's a quick and easy way. All you do is, it's called deadheading. You take the dead flowers, because this one might not work because it needs to be like fully dead. So I'm gonna take this one, and I'm just gonna pull the petal out, and there's a little seed on the end.
Yeah.
So there's a little seed, and it's actually a helpful tip because I already have quite a few seeds of some of my favorite zinnias. So as you can see, this one's a bright yellow one, but most of them are dead. So if I save seeds from them, it'll work.
And over here she's got basil.
Look at this. My cardinal basil. My cardinal basil has flowers.
Oh yeah, this is really pretty in bouquets, huh? And look at our melons that are about to trellis. There's a little baby melon flower. Then on this edge of the garden, we have a few things. We've got our spaghetti squash over here, which is doing great.
Spaghetti squash.
Yeah, spaghetti squash is yummy, huh? We love it.
I actually wanted it better than just normal spaghetti noodles.
And then we have some okra that's coming along. This over here, I'm excited about this okra. This is Okinawa pink, and it's doing great. It's growing up healthy and strong. It's gonna be delicious.
Where's your baby Bubba? Oh.
The baby Bubba is on this side. This over here. These are some eggplants. And then we have the baby Bubba okra left over from the farmer's market. Now this is the same stuff that's in my green stalk, and in the green stalk it's probably 4 times as big, but this has the potential to get bigger out here, so it'll be interesting to compare that. Yeah. And over here we've got squash and zucchini. These are MJ's Pro Cut sunflowers, and look, we're starting to have some heads on these. Probably next week she'll be able to harvest some of these, and these are all succession planted.
This one is interesting because it's got black leaves.
Yeah, that's really pretty,
and
isn't it?
This one's also interesting because it's got a black head.
I can't wait to see what color they are. And over here, we've got our big tall mammoths.
Which I'm excited about because I like eating sunflower seeds. So, that's why we got it. Thank you for joining us on our garden tour. Be sure to like and subscribe to find out when our next garden tour is. Ow!
Looky here, careful. What do you see?
It's my strawberry lemonade sunflower.
Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you see all of the heads that are on it? Look at all the places it's going to bloom.
Oh, wow.
So if we cut it right, you can be cutting it for lots of bouquets.
Yeah. And then this one, if I am right, oh, both of the stems grew. Look.
Yeah.
I think this one, if I am right, is a teddy bear sunflower.
That one has a double head.
Yeah. Oh, it does. And then I think this one is a velvet queen.